So before episode 3 of this series begins, I wanted to go over the stats for your military units in Endless Legend. I got a question about it in the comments on episode 1 in that I sort of blew through just equipping a thing out. I think it was my boarding vessels. So I figured I'd go in real quick before the episode starts and just point out the stats on all of these things. Now this game has been finished, so I'm just going to use my finished Marines and my finished like boarding vessels and all the other stuff to just point out what the stats are for these various things and how they would work in combat. Now in going through these, I'm not going to point out what specific numbers mean, mostly because I don't exactly know what they mean, and higher is, better. So life is obvious. It's character's health before they die. You generally don't want this to be at 0, or you lose the unit. Speed is the number of movement points your character has, or your unit has. This is speed on the world map, and I think it's the same in battle, so he can move 6 spaces. Attack and defense are sort of put up against each other to make a roll to determine whether or not you hit or miss or crit, and the higher your attack is over the target's defense, the more likely you are to hit and the more likely you are to crit. Initiative determines when your unit goes in battle, where they're placed in the turn order. Higher initiative means you're more likely of going first, and high initiative is supremely necessary for ranged units so they can actually position themselves and pluck off enemies before they're actually attacked. And damage is how much damage you'll deal. Under capacities, you'll see a variety of things on all your units. In the case of the Marine, he has a range of 3, so he can attack 3 tiles. Techno-Lover gives him a 35% bonus to the effects provided by items that use the Holy Resource. So he's completely kitted out, almost completely. He has a little bit of titanium, but he's almost completely kitted out in glass steel, which increases the bonuses that provides by 30%. Point blank power comes off of his crossbow, and that increases his attack when he's performing an attack against the unit right next to him, essentially melee range. Block increases his defenses because he has a shield. Sharp Sense increases his defenses against a ranged attack. Improved Initiative increases his initiative. Improved Damage increases his damage. Now on all of the gear, you'll see a variety of stats, and this is, what the associated stat is increased by. So on his crossbow here, he gets plus 18 attack, plus 20 initiative, and plus 10 damage. And then you'll get stuff that gives percents to this as well. So his greaves here give him plus 6 to initiative, plus 21 to defense, but also plus 20% initiative. And then you have a variety of accessories that do like improved initiative 3 and improved damage 3 is where that comes from. And gear has a variety of things on it. Both weapons and accessories can have different things. So crossbows have point blank power, and this is true for all of the crossbows. And then the longbows have Flying Slayer, so if he attacks a flying unit, he'll deal more damage to it. And if we click that in, you can see Flying Slayer, increased damage against flying units. And then for accessories, there's a lot you can get based on the material it's made out of. So like, let's say City Guard here increases the morale from city tiles. If you look at disease immunity, this makes them immune to the disease that necrophages have. And you got things like shock, which lowers the morale of an opponent when they're struck by this unit. And then like improved movement would give him plus 3 bonus initiative, plus 3 movement. I think it's capped at 8, so yeah, that wouldn't be, as min-maxy. I mean, you got something like Life Drain where he'll gain health per each attack. So there's a lot of stats and things across all of the gear. And the thing I equipped out in the video, I believe, was a boarding vessel. And I threw on the boarding party glass steel thing, I think. I don't remember exactly. It was a long time ago when I recorded that. And then some accessories and a little dealy bopper on its head there. So what a boarding vessel has is you have the choice between stun and boarding party. So stun is The first attack around, I believe, is a auto stun, but then after that you have a % chance to stun for every level of that stun. So stun 4 is a 40% chance to stun the target, and they'll be basically disabled for the time that's listed. But boarding party, the reason I use it on these units is because it converts 30% of remaining life to bonus damage. So if you have healthy boarding vessels with this ability, they'll actually deal a lot more damage. So you can see it's 72 with that one. And this converts, or no, it's not going to do it now, of course. But yeah, it's converts 60% of remaining life to bonus damage. And then armor for like a boarding vessel for all ships is like hydrofoils and plating. And then actually let's go over to, I think these will have the prows. Or prows? Or did I put a prow on my boarding vessel? Whatever. So you have prows, and the prow is like the tip of the ship. And you can have either hydrofoil or plating, and then the prow is just always the prow. And the plating will give you armor and a variety of other things, mostly armor and defense, and then you'll get initiative out of the hydrofoils and improved movement off of them. And then the prows give you more health and defense. And then for ships you have these accessory things. They're engineers, so they're these little techno doodads that you equip to your ship. And the default ones have Fomorian Slayer and improved vision. And then the things that require materials have a variety of effects. So Tidal Mastery is you reduce the movement cost when moving through coastal waters. Guard increases the morale when these guys are garrisoned in a fortress and the fortress is attacked. And then you've got Supercharge, which negates the lightning damage from the weather effects, but also gives bonus initiative and damage if this unit is in lightning. And then you've got the Hyperion one, gives Force Field, which is each round. This is not how it works. I think it's just the first attack, but it negates the damage of the first attack. And there are special ones that you get from quests. So Everlasting Bosun here gives Rapid Mutation and improved damage too. Rapid Mutation allows it to be retrofitted anywhere. It's basically the Morgower ability that the ships have. And then plus 20% damage. And this is true for every unit. Every unit, there'll be unique things they have. So our Dawn Officers here pretty much always have Ranged Slayer on their weapons. But then they have all of the same accessories. And then, like, fire ships, same deal as the boarding vessels and the artillery ships. Now, the thing about ships, unlike the land units have tiers of gear. And you'll get these tiers as you level yourself up in the various eras of scientific research. But there are also, like, tier 3, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 items for all of the gear based off of the strategic resources you make it with. So yeah, I have tier 3 glasssteel stuff, and I got that out of a quest. Normally you can only go do tier 2, I think, for glasssteel and titanium. But on the ships, there's only the strategic resource stuff for upgrades. So it kind of makes you want to pick that up, because a lot of times you can get away with just using the dust gear with your armies, which is really good gear, and all it does is make the guys cost a bit of dust. But and actually I recommend that if you don't have the time to research in the strategic resource based weapons and armor, to just use the dust gear. It works completely. It's completely legitimately fine to do that. So heroes are equipped the same way your regular units are, but they have these extra accessories that are unique to them. And they'll have things like Army Health Boost, Army Piercing Boost, which gives bonus attack and damage, and Army Initiative Boost, which increases the initiative of all your units. And they have these tomes that when they're governor, and you put a pop, like say with this titanium tome here, you put a pop on science, you'll get bonus science out of that. Same goes for things like the fortification on regional buildings and fortification recovery on regional buildings, dust per pop, bonus approval per unit on city, bonus initiative per level on city, bonus XP when recruiting units, and then all the other damage bonus things for your armies. So there are accessories for governoring and for commanding your forces. And I think that's going to cover all of the stats for units and some of the things that you can equip them with. Generally speaking, higher is better. And it's just a good rule of thumb to do higher is better. And eventually you'll get something crazy like a super heavily kitted out all Hyperion / Mythrite ship, or you'll end up with like Marines or whatever your unit is completely kitted out with more end-gamey gear that will suit them. And I hope that sort of explains some of my decision making for my equipping of things in this game. So I'm just going to jump right into the third episode. So enjoy, everyone. Hey everyone, Turn 41. Welcome back. We're gonna send our Volter Babe over here to parley with the Saratan. Got another settler. Oh yeah, I actually like this one. So yeah, we did that quest. We waited for 6 turns. We now have full control over this ocean, which means it's got our colors, and it is going to give us bonuses. So the bonuses, we get 2 dust, 2 influence, and a science. And we get 1 dust, 3 influence, and 3 science from that one. So we actually get a lot of benefits from having these. So we're going to go... I think we're going to go north. Don't go in lightning. Not seeing light. Oh, it's down here. Okay. We have to be careful because the lightning is going to move this way, I think. Yeah, so we're getting a crap ton of glass steel. We're getting 13 glass steel a turn. How crazy is that? And given that that's happening, let's pick these 2 off right now. Because we still need 7 techs. We're just going to grab up these. And I don't know if I'm grabbing up after that. We're going to build up some nice glass marines. Yep, we're going to have her set off. It's going to take a while for her to get over here, but I think she'll be fine. And we're going to do new army. Now the danger here for the settler is... Oh, I think we pacified all the Jotus, so there's not going to even be roaming armies over here. So we got the altar building, the mint. We're going to quickly buy that out and let the Marines start to come in. And we're actually going to flip a person over to food to keep their location growing, even though it's going to hurt our dust a bit. And I think Wolfsburg is going to be fine on that. Like I mentioned before, we absolutely need to start having more influence production. So yeah, if we look at our status screen, our score is really, really far behind everyone, and I think that's because expansion? Yes, we have not expanded anywhere near the rate they have. And I have a feeling we're just gonna grab up a second settler to just finish off our island. And we may be taking this island just to have an island, just to have people. So this one lone ship we have to fight. Because otherwise he'll just take over our ocean. Which is annoying. And hopefully she won't get into lightning. Doesn't look like she has to worry about it. So let's look at settler vision for this guy. So your... Oh, God, that's terrible. Yeah, your districts count as... Come on. Yeah, there's just zero industry up there. I mean, this area doesn't have anything, really. It does have some okay food, but otherwise it's all just science. Science and just dust, it looks like. So your districts and your city center count as extractors. So that's going to be, it looks like 8 food in summer. That's going to be 4 food in summer. 2 food in summer. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to get some industry in here, but I just don't think it's going to work. So yeah, we are going to just do that to get the... I mean, we don't really need more glass steel in, but we're going to do it anyways. So something about the Vaulters that is kind of interesting is, and the reason I like them is they have this almost like I'd say a personality where, I don't know if anyone's ever out there has looked up Myers-Briggs, but Myers-Briggs is a personality, I don't know, analysis. It's a personality, trait thing where, whoops, yeah, just move through the lightning, just keep moving through the lightning. And we don't want to be in the rain, where you take these 4 traits, introvert versus extrovert, it's S and N. I think it's sensing and, or no, is it sensing and nurturing? No. I don't remember what it is, god damn it. But there are these like 4 categories, and each category has 2 options. And you go through and you pick one of the 2 options. And it determines sort of like a rough gauge on your personality based on what you pick. So for me, I am ISTP. It's, oh god damn it. So it doesn't look like this is an... Oh, it is an ocean. Okay. It's an ocean. There is a difference. And actually, I think we're going to start here. We're going to go up the normal line because we want cold operator before everything else on our governors. Yeah, did they get struck by lightning? I think they did. A unit of at least 4 of the 5 existing base classes in a garrison. We are not going to be able to do that. Oh, we got our next guy. Yeah, so we got a glass steel. We got glass steel in here. Yeah, we have to have to make sure we have industry in the city before we do anything. What's their growth looking like? Even though it's winter. 10? Okay. So, what ISTP is you're an artisan, you're a mechanic. And what this means is you tend towards... Oh, did we? We did. We got Palladian going. That's kind of awesome. What it means is you give 2 boarding vessels to the fortress. Okay, I know this quest. We're gonna hold off on it for just a little bit, because what'll happen is they want the 2 boarding vessels and then they'll give them back. Activate 2 wine boosters. I do like the Palette of Prow, but I don't think we're ever gonna be able to get that one, unfortunately. And our one guy's a little bit damaged, so we're actually just gonna... We're gonna do this. Because we'll get 4 boarding vessels back in 7 turns. Hopefully we'll be able to finish that quest off. So ISTP is your essentially like a tool user who likes to sit in a room by themselves and just work on things. Work on perfecting your craft with whatever tools you're using. And I definitely look at myself like that. I definitely view myself as this guy who looks towards doing work with tools, who sits in a room by himself and just perfects a craft. It's just what I do. And I mean, this is just how I do things as well. And that's how I think the Vaulters do things. And that's probably why I like them as much as I do. So I have the gold. I don't have access to luxuries. So I am actually going to bribe them as well. Yeah, we failed the quest. But we got our tactical training, which is more initiative. Which I actually kind of wanted. So we're going to get back to sound. Let's see, our pops are there. 1 turn more for Wolfsburg. Quest rumblers are roaming around now. That's fine. They're not going to do anything to us. Yeah, so Palladian for our booster would give us 20% food. These guys, they'll attack our units if we're out in the field, but otherwise they're not going to really bug us. Why is there still a boarding vessel in this territory? I mean, I think we'll be able to kill it with our transport vessel here, but that's just annoying to me. Now, to me, it's fairly obvious. Hey, you. Hey, no. God damn it. Ugh, fuck. Fuck. Hopefully he's going out of the region. Yeah, he is. He's going back up here, I think. 3 more turns. Yeah, so, that's how I view the Vaulters. They just sit in a room and you wait. Because we're not looking very impressive right now, right? Our score is way behind. We haven't scouted a lot of the map. We haven't expanded super greatly. I mean, like, frick, they have, what, 12? 11? They have 11, I think? So yeah, we don't look that impressive on paper. But if we are left to our own devices, if we sit here and ISTP our way through the game, we are gonna get to a great place. If I can get... I think this is all one ocean, and I would really love to pick this up. I think we need just one more turn for this quest to be done. Yeah. We need one more strategic resource extractor. You know what, we're gonna... because we're buying things now, let's do this. Titanium extractor, destroy it. Rebuild it, and we'll buy it for 100. Quest done. I know it's coming next for our quest. Oh, here's the Broken Lords. They have this ocean. Yeah, so I definitely want to try to at least get this one. So I have some territory up there. Fomorian Bane. I did something. Probably killed some Fomorians. Okay, so, or did quests for them, maybe. Now, I don't think I'm ever going to get wine boosters, but we're going to buy up the Imperial Coinage next. Or I should say research Imperial Coinage next. Okay, yeah, this is all one region. But, you know, we'll come up here next. Yeah, so the attention of others has, you know, been drawn to us because of our new facilities and things. Yeah, we're just going to auto this. A couple of our cities are going to come under attack by, like, single gold units, or yellow units. And we just have to defeat them. It's very easy. It's very, very easy to do. And then we'll get winter shelters, which is a pretty handy tech to throw in our cities. No approval or food problems during winter. Ensure the approval of Wolfsburg is fervent for at least 5 turns. What's Wolfsburg doing? They are only content. They are at, I think it's 50? Or no, that's 60. So they'll get to 85. That'd be 90. I don't know if I can do that. And what do we get out of these quests again? Emeralds, and the Palliative Prow is the one I kind of want. So yeah, let's do, we'll just take this guy out. Quest failed. Move back down here. I haven't explored any of those yet. More Palladian coming in. That's pretty good. Center of Influence is just a crap ton of influence. Yeah, we don't want to fight these rumblers that are roaming around. It's this guy we're probably going to have to fight. So let's see. Let's look at heroes and see if there's anything new. So we got a Volter hero. Now the Volter heroes that you would want for governing do have science boost, which is not bad. But like I said, Volters aren't really there for governance. So this guy's actually not bad. Oh, do we have a strikes far? We don't. Okay, dust boost and influence boost I don't think is shabby. I don't remember what these guys have for their... They don't have any governor things. They're all about spying. And we don't need to spy quite yet. So feeds on bones is interesting because they have slavery. And I'd go for this. I would honestly go for this if we had a location that had 3 minor faction villages in it, because increases the per pop value for food and industry for each pacified village. The only place that has 2 is here. And yeah, there are 3 here. Oh, there's a 3rd there. I should probably send someone over there, maybe. Oh wait, do they have 3? I forget. No, they only have 2. So it's not that valuable. It's really valuable. It's a really fun ability if you have 3. It actually kind of makes them worth it. Because the bonus to food you get and the reduced production costs is really solid from these guys. It almost makes me want to pick them up. But let me see what else we got. So dust efficiency, science boost, army boost, some army stuff. You know, let's do it. We'll buy up feeds on bones. No skill points. We are going to go for the food and then jump up to cold operator and then pick up the other food stuff. So we're going to assign him to Amon here. It's not the biggest bonus, but we're going to do it anyways. Oh right, we had to put pops on the industry, don't we? So actually, shoot. I think I want to move him over here. That's right, it's perf. Yeah. We'd have to move him. Move our population over to industry here to get the maximum value out of that. I made a little mistake there, but that's fine. Yeah, for equipment, we are eventually going to want to get these books on all of these guys. You know, we have so much. Let's just do these 2 because I'll kit him out later. Yeah, we're going to have to kit out our Vaulter hero a little later as well. Now, being impatient as I am, I'm just going to attack this place. So the black spot was placed on the Alai. So the Morgauer can place black spots on enemy factions. They did it to me in a playthrough, and I got very upset by it. So that quest is done. We get winter shelters, and we need to build a winter shelter in Wolfsburg, and we get exotic armor out of that. That's not a bad. It's not a bad thing to get. Dang it, and we researched the tier 2 stuff. Let me just throw that in there. Yeah, we can actually... Oh, we're sieged up by these guys? No, it's got to be an error that we're still under siege. Now, we have so much glass steel coming in, man. We're just going to throw winter shelters and everything. And so we need 4 techs. We're definitely picking up deep generators because of our glass steel numbers. And we need to up our science, so we're going to grab up alchemy workshop and topography. And I don't think we need a second native district quite yet. Oh, that's going to be all 4. Yeah, that'll be good. Anything worth buying out? That marine. Okay, we are manualing this fight on the sea because of this thing, the fire ship. We want as much space between us and it as we can get. That fire ship might actually cost us this match. I'm not even lying. We want our ships to wait. We want these 2 to come to us. In fact, we're actually going to move. One, 1, 2, 3. So we want them there. There. We want to move there and then strike that. And we want him to move here and strike that, and them to move there and hit that. They should be moving. Yeah, that's our last move, so yeah, good. Dang it. So let's see. I know it sounds like I'm kind of being a little paranoid about this, but, like, fire ships, they hurt. They hurt a lot. Who's my first ship attacking? So, I don't think it's gonna matter which ships go, because it's gonna be a lot of damage to one ship regardless. No palliative prow. Oh, does that... Okay, that is the ocean. Good. No, that's fog. I thought it was rain. Fog is just more defense for you. So we have three unrevealed facilities there. That's pretty cool. Probably Hyperium and Mithrite, in all honesty. Or it could be something really special. So I think we're under siege from the... Oh no, wait. Let's do another turn. The sieging should go away, right? I don't think these guys can siege. Maybe they can, though. We'll see if he moves, because it might be registering them as sieging, even though they aren't. Yeah, they aren't. Oh, we didn't even pick this up. Shoot. Let's drop topography and pick up meritocratic promotion. It's important to have 6 stacks. We're in a relatively peaceful time, but it's still important to do it. And it is important to actually get the diplomat's mance too. Because I do want peace with as many people as possible. But yeah, sometimes you just can't get peace. Start exploring ruins with our boats. Yeah, and I'm gonna learn fire ships, I'm gonna learn artillery vessels, and dawn officers, and titans. Because like I said, I want to show them off. Now here we're gonna do... No, we're not doing that. We want to do 2 more boarding vessels, because we're gonna try to explore this way now. Can I reassign strikes for... or feeds on bones? I do want him... I think I do want him over there. It's just, it's going to take a couple turns to get there. Still no mega pull from anyone. So I think we're gonna maybe put it in here. You know what? No, I... No one's building these, and I do really want them. Oh, the seaweed moved. That's right. Yeah, I maybe want to try to get this ocean. We'll shoot for it. I don't know if it's going to happen. Oh, that's what we'll do. We'll do a settler here. Just so we can get Yulin and have our full island to ourselves. Still 100 points behind on everyone score-wise. Yeah, sometimes you just don't have score. Like, your score is just going to be crap. I'm on serious difficulty, in case anyone's wondering. I think I've said that before. But yeah, I don't run endless. I'm not that good at this game. Nothing. So we'll move up to that one. Yeah, we don't want to go that way. That's dumb. How many emeralds do we get in? 3? Let's just fire them off. We should be able to preserve the emeralds coming in. Well, the idea behind picking up these two is to come over here now. And we'll have this one just finish. I don't have another stack out. Yeah, so for diving on these ruins, I think I mentioned before, you had to be on top of them. And then... This feels like a trap. So we're going to lose a naval unit. What we're going to do next turn is... What we're going to do next turn is, this is the end of the video turn, we're going to move this guy off, split a unit off and put it back on, just so I don't risk all of them. I don't think it would do that to me, but I don't want to test it. Okay, so we know our borders are over here, up there. That's the Broken Lords. I don't want to meet them yet, if that makes any sense, because I don't want any sort of aggression from them yet. Now our Empire plan, we can do this if we want. I want to see if we can get greedy. Okay. We're very close to getting what I want. That's actually a pretty good Empire plan for right now. The game is going pretty swimmingly. I'm almost a little afraid. Let's spend... No, we'll let them chew on that. I think we have to do 2... I think we're gonna have to do 2, That's really a good deal for that marine, though. I think we're gonna have to do 2 burrows next for Wolfsburg. Okay, so the plan now... This settler is gonna take over Yulin. And the only reason I want to take over Yulin is I don't want anyone else taking it over. If that makes sense. And what we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna put down, like right here, put cargo docks right there and have the triangle like this. It's not a great place, in all honesty. But, it'll do. Can I move feeds on bones yet? Yes. Yeah, this place I think is just gonna churn industry. It's not the best place for it, mostly because it's never gonna expand into industry, but we'll have him there regardless. I mean, that's not gonna go into industry either, but I might put the mega pool there just to have it there. Because no one's built it yet. I might as well go for it. Anyways, the plan is to take Yulin and put it right there, and then we can try and go around that. And this will sort of be a staging area in case we have to go north, in addition to this place going west. We're gonna take these two, because we just got them, and we are actually going to have them go there, and we're gonna have them explore this ocean and hopefully take it. Like, the more oceans we can have, the better. These guys are gonna come over here and see what this is. If this is just an island, then is this Avier? That's an I. Avier here is a potential place to pick up, as is this if it's an island. Both have glass steel, which is super helpful for us right now, even though, yeah, we're kind of crazy on it. Oh, and before I go, let's do that. Let us edit up a marine. So we want to do at least the glass steel. I think we can just kit him out entirely in glass steel. How much does it cost? 15. And then improved initiative. That's kind of good. Their next level up gives them a second accessory slot, I believe. So for 20 glass steel, we get this kind of amazing marine. And we're going to have that marine in there. And I think we'll just retrofit these guys once we get the 300 or so dust. And then we'll make more marines. And the other thing we can do, real quick, because she really, really needs an equipment upgrade. We just have to be careful of our dust cost. And I might just do this right now, and then, yeah, we'll apply that. We need to have our dust come in, so we need to kick the turnover, and we'll upgrade her next time. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and have been enjoying this series. If you have questions or comments, please leave them down below. And thanks for watching again, and I hope to see you guys next time for more Vaulters on the high seas with some heavy tutorial elements.